Hello. Here is a brief training on EMS SOAP, which will show you just how easy it is to use. First, you will need to log into your account using your work email address and the password you set up. Initially, a generated password was emailed to you for your first login. Once we have entered the program, we see that we are now on the SOAP narrative platform. This simple tool will allow us to create narratives that increase the likelihood of containing enough information to make them billable. By using this platform, our goal is to have complete and accurate documentation as well as to increase revenue, or at least lessen the time it takes to get paid for these trips. Regardless of how well you have written narratives in the past, you need to put as much information into it as possible. Here is an example of one that has information on a patient being transferred from doctor's emergency department to Wellstar MCG ICU. Obviously, this really needs some additional information on how we assess the patient and describing the deficits present, but it does represent the reason the patient is being transferred and the basics of our care. Once the SOAP narrative has been generated, I must read and verify that what it says is accurate. As you can see, it placed the size of the IV catheter in the narrative based on what it believes the size should be for that particular patient. If this was not the correct size IV in place, then I can simply change or remove it when I copy and paste my narrative into my PCR and image trend. The next feature of the program is utilizing the Medical Protocols Assistant. Here I can type in what I want to know or reference in our protocols, and it will give a summary on what the protocol says and a reference to applicable page numbers. And that's it. Remember to utilize this tool for every narrative. Be sure to put as much detail in as possible. Do not put actual PHI into the system, name, DOB, SSN, etc. If you have questions on how to use the platform, please reach out to Training or Major Crosby.